Dorian here. In this video I'm going to cover the lick you just heard, but also show you a routine that can really help you building some more independence in the fourth finger. So if you have trouble with that finger, which I think a lot of people have, just check out this video and try the routine exactly as I explain it, and I think in a few weeks you'll find that your pinky will be cooperating much more. Alright, so here's a walkthrough of that D Dorian picking lick. Dorian is just like a normal minor scale, but instead of a flat 6 degree, you have a natural 6. So it gives it a slightly brighter sound. I'm gonna start here on the minor third of the key, which is gonna be on the 13th fret of the high E string. And we're gonna start with this descending 6 pattern. Now we're gonna do that again, but before we do that, we're gonna repeat the first two notes. So that's the first two patterns of the lick. So basically the same thing repeated twice, but we also, on the second repetition, repeat the first two notes. So this makes it a bit tricky if you're not used to using your pinky. You could of course use 3-2, but I think you should definitely work on using your pinky. And as you will see later on in this video, I'm gonna show you a routine that you can do that will really help you get your pinky in top shape, basically. But anyway, so we start here, group of 6, then a group of 8, and then another group of 6. I like to see this one though as a group of 10 actually, because we're gonna go back that far, and once we reach this note, we're gonna do this Yngwie ascending groups of 4, up to the 5th here, and from here we're gonna go down in an arpeggio. So all together. So if you need tabs for this one, you have a link in the description like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Alright, so as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to share a really effective routine if you have trouble incorporating your pinky. And this is going to be all alternate picked. For legato, you can do something similar, but I'm going to cover that in a different video at some point. But just doing this will also help your legato. So we're just going to start here on the 5th fret, but when you actually practice this thing, I suggest you to do it on all different positions here when you cover the whole fretboard. And I showed this kind of concept before. Basically, I start with the 1st fret, covers 1 through 4, then 5 through 8, 9 through 12, 13 through 16, and 17 to 20. And most of the time I don't do the last one, 21 to 24, for this kind of exercise, because it's beyond annoying to be that high on the guitar. But you can do that if you want. Anyway, we're gonna start here on the 5th fret, and I really suggest that you take it easy here and focus on perfect synchronization and a slow tempo. I do this at 80 BPMs, 8th notes. I really focus on the transition time. I'm gonna link to the video about transition time specifically at the end of this video, so you can check that out if you want. But basically just means that you move very quickly between each note. Even though the tempo isn't fast, you try to just get the transitions as fast and sharp as possible. And in this one, it's very important to take a break if you feel any kind of pain or discomfort in the pinky, because you don't want to hurt yourself. So all that said, I'm gonna let you take responsibility here, so don't do anything that will hurt your hand, because that's not very helpful. But if you do this exercise and listen to your body, I guarantee you that you will get much more control over your pinky. And another thing I want to say here is that when I practice any type of picking, I make sure to not anchor any finger. And the reason for that is that I want the equal number of attacks in the left hand as I have in the right hand, because that's easier for my brain to get together, so your synchronization will improve. So If you want to do that or not, that's up to you, but I really suggest that you do that if you want to get the most out of your picking practice. All right, so let's start. So the first few exercises is gonna go like this with this pattern. We're gonna do this with 3 different fingerings. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 4 like we did here. And the pattern again would be 1, 4, 2, 4 on each string. So just go like this. At this point I move up a half step. Let's go up again. And when I'm done with that, I go straight into the next exercise if I feel good in my left hand. So, and the tempos that I play here, they don't reflect the tempo I actually practice at, just so you know that, because I might speed up and slow down here a bit when you see me play it, so you don't get super bored. And I'm not going to play the entire exercise either. I'm just going to show you how to do it, and then you can do it on your own. Anyway, so we start with the first one, 1, 4, 2, 4. And next shape or pattern will be 1, 4, 3, 4. And then the last pattern will be 2, 4, 3, 4. And then we're gonna do the same thing again, but we're gonna take 2 patterns and put them together. So first we're gonna do 1, 2, 4, and then with 1, 3, 4. So we're gonna go and repeat that. So 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4. Well, you get the idea. So I don't need to do the whole thing. So you just go down, move up a half step, and up again. Right? And then you do the same thing again, but now you're gonna go from 1, 1, 3, 4 to 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna go. And so on, same type of deal. And then we're done with these type of patterns. So after that, we're gonna start on the pinky instead and basically go through the same kind of deal. So we're gonna do, well, the actual pattern will be a bit different. It's gonna go like this, 4, 2, 4, 1. So it's like a pedal note thing. So first off, you go down like that. Right, and then you do the same thing with 1, 3, 4. And same thing with 4, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna put those together in pairs. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 4 and 1, 3, 4 first. So I'm going like this. And if you want, you can also go the other way. So you start with 1, 1, 3, 4. You go. It doesn't really matter. I tend to do the first one, but again, it doesn't matter. You just play the same thing anyway in a different order. And after that, you're gonna do the same thing with 1, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna go like this. And again, you can choose the order for whatever order you want. You can start with 1, 3, 4 or start with 2, 3, 4. I'm starting with 1, 3, 4 in this case. So. And so on. And that's basically it. So if you want to do the full routine, start at the first fret, starting with a downstroke, do all exercises here, up, you go up, down this one, up in this one. And then once you've done all the exercises here, starting with a downstroke, you go up to the next position, the 5th fret, and do the same thing but start with an upstroke. And then you go to the 9th position, downstroke, 13th upstroke, 17th downstroke. And then day 2, you start the first position with an upstroke, go through all the exercises, downstroke, downstroke, and so on. So basically each day you get a slight variation on what you're doing. And again, no exercise will give you results in a couple of days. So you need to give this a couple of weeks to really reap the benefits. And I would say put it into your schedule for a good 4, 5, 6 weeks, and then you'll really see a big improvement if you practice it correctly, meaning no flams between your right and left hand, and you listen to your body and don't overdo it. So if you need to pause, just pause, shake your hand out, and then go again. So again, don't overdo it. And if you feel that you keep getting, the pink is getting really tired, you might look into if you pushing too hard on the fretboard, because you don't really need to push more than getting the string to ring. And it's very easy to get into the habit of pushing too hard. So check that out if you have issues with that. So like I said, I'm going to link to the video that I talked about before about transition times. You're going to find it right here. And if you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, have a great day and see you in the next video.